So our process is like this. We have 5 steps: plan, design, develop, maintain and support, and then drive traffic. So forget about the traffic for a second. Let's talk about the 4 steps: plan, design, develop, launch, and then maintain support. So planning, when we work on a project, our first step is always to write out a scope, project scope and a technical scope, and create mockups, just black and white mockups to show the flow. That is the example that I use. Is like building a house. When you go to a developer to build a house, developer usually is going to be like, well, where's the blueprint, right? So you're going to have to go to an architect and an engineer. The blueprint is that scope, the project scope and technical scope, to make sure it's clear exactly what it is. A good team should be able to tell you, okay, if you're trying to develop an Uber app, here's what you need to have. And then break it down into need to have features and flows within that application. Then the next step is design. We take that information that's been planned out in detail and we design every screen, from initial screen like landing screen to sign up screen to forgot password screen to dashboards to if it's a marketplace, let's say it's like an Uber app, if you have a driver and a rider, those different experiences, right? Exactly what they're expecting, how are they going to communicate? We go through every step, we design all the screens because it takes all the questions out of development. At this point, you know exactly how it's supposed to work. You know exactly how it's supposed to look. And what we do is after we design the screens, we design all of the user interface screens for all the parties that are involved. We connect them in Figma through a clickable prototype. So it's kind of like, think about it, it's an illusion, right? It's not a fully developed application, but you can experience the fully finished application on your phone or on your computer, right? You can click through it and whatever feedback you get, let's say from your testing group, your alpha group, they can give you feedback, and that's what's the best time to make any fixes within the design before it goes in development. Because once you have the finished design, like I said, you know exactly how it's supposed to work because you have everything written out in user stories, very simple way to understand. You have a very simple and finished visual, and then development. At this point, you just have to develop the screens, you have to develop any APIs, and you have to develop any connections between the client-facing or employee-facing user interface and the backend of the application. That saves money, saves time, saves any trouble, saves confusion, saves stress, and just a lot better approach.